After he was released on bail for more than a dozen sexual abuse charges brought by Illinois prosecutors. Kelly pleaded not guilty to those charges. Well, now to the Coast Guard team that stopped a multi-million-dollar cocaine haul.
Yeah, the video's crazy. Matt Gutman has the dramatic moments a drug smuggling submarine was taken down.
With one officer screaming in Spanish for the suspected cocaine smugglers to stop their boat, another Coast Guard skiff slams in the surf.
That's gonna be hard to get on.
Two guardsmen in full tactical gear daringly hopping onto that semi-submersible, going full steam. They crab walk to the hatch, one guardsman slamming his fist down. Inside that sub's belly, 5 suspects hauling more than 17,000 pounds of cocaine, worth about $230 million. The captain of that Coast Guard cutter says the submarine-like boat can be almost impossible to spot, except from above.
We had airplanes that located this thing earlier than today, and we had to travel a good amount of ground, about a little over 200 nautical miles, to reach it before sunset.
One official saying that stopping one of these so-called narco subs is like hunting a white whale. ABC News got exclusive access to one of these recent high seas drug busts. The suspected drug smugglers tossing giant bales of cocaine off their boat as they tried to evade the Coast Guard. Finally, they surrendered and were cuffed. It's a huge haul and heart-stopping video, but for the Coast Guard, these cocaine busts are common off South and Central America.
Our ship alone interdicted 11 different vessels, and then a number of other Coast Guard assets that were down in the same theater of operations. And so we had over 50,000 pounds of cocaine and heroin on the deck to turn into the DEA for destruction. But that alone is $650 million wholesale. So
wholesale?
Wholesale.
$650 million wholesale.
That's correct.
Well, the 7 on your side consumer alert this noon. Tiny magnets that were banned in 2012 are back on the market with a warning label. Some kids were swallowing them and ending up in the hospital. The miniature magnets can be used to create necklaces. The Toy Association says the magnets are for adults and not kids. But one woman in Portland, Oregon says her son, Goose, swallowed the magnets while playing.
We thought they're going to pass, they'd stay together and then pass together, and that maybe eventually he would just pass them. And all of a sudden, the next thing I know, he's getting put into an ambulance.
What we're looking at here is Goose's abdomen, and those are the 5 magnets.
Yeah, so what happened is those magnets latched together inside his intestines. Doctors say the magnets can pull together with enough force that cause life-threatening damage to the digestive system. Fortunately, Goose survived the entire ordeal.
All right, so Canadian police making an unusual traffic stop in Ontario. Officers pulled over a driver and cited him for not securing a child properly in the car. So instead of a booster seat, police found a 2-year-old sitting on this case of beer. The child was not hurt, but police say small children must ride in protective seats. All you new daddies out there, this is an example of what not to do. So don't just grab a case of Natty Light, throw it in the passenger seat and think it's all good, okay?
Remember that, Adriana.
Yeah, Adriana, remember that, okay?
Right.
Don't put a case of 7-Up in the passenger
funny.
seat. You
7-Up, good.
Yeah.
I like how you change that up.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, so we are dealing with just beautiful skies, beautiful weather, a different situation in the Gulf, but man.
A change for the better here, a change for the worse is deep south through the weekend. So things will really kind of heat up here through the weekend. We will have a lot of sunshine, but dry conditions. Today, we have that chance for a few isolated showers, mainly south of town. Show you the futurecast in just a second. Right now, the beaches, they're already packed. Rehoboth, beautiful. A lot of people down there have the umbrellas and have them handy this weekend because temperatures, they'll be on the warm side. We're talking 86 on Saturday, 90 degrees on Sunday. Water temperatures there, a little bit of relief. Pretty nice, pretty comfortable in the mid to upper 60s. I'll tell you that because it was around 90 when I was there last week, and it felt really good to get in just to cool off for a couple of seconds. Now here locally, temperatures into the mid and upper 80s in a few spots. See Arlington 88, 84 Gaithersburg, 68 for the dew point there in Gaithersburg, still around 70 Rockville and Arlington. So you have the mugginess out there today.
Also, a little bit of pollen in the air, mold pollen very high. So if you are suffering this morning, we've had a lot of rain this week. So mold spores, they are way up there as far as that. So temperatures today, they will be around 90 degrees. As we get through this evening, though, things will cool down a touch back in the mid 80s by 7, 8 o'clock. Mainly clear skies by 9, dropping near 80 degrees. Right now, we are looking at just a couple of showers well to the west of town, just to the south of Woodstock along I-81, also just to the north and west of Harrisonburg. Dry D.C., also areas in southern Maryland right now. No clouds in sight right now, but we will have a couple of clouds passing later on this afternoon. As far as our futurecast model, dry for the most part at 3:30, maybe a stray shower southern Fauquier County. We will have that possibility for a couple rumblers south of town. We're talking south of Fredericksburg, so if you are in Spotsylvania County, may see some showers and storms there. Unfortunately, yes, you don't really need any more rain, but there's that chance there. Locally, the D.C. metro points to the north should remain dry today. Even think for the most part, southern Maryland will remain dry as well. As we head into the weekend itself here locally, temperatures around 90 degrees both days, may get into the lower 90s in a few spots. Sunday, some added clouds.